Okay, let's go. Starting with the first round, British and Commonwealth Championship. Now, Nigel Benn is the pressure fighter, Michael Watson is the boxer puncher, and we'll see what Nigel Benn is famous for is he likes to come forward and he throws a lot of hooks. Now, Michael Watson knew this. What Michael Watson did is when Nigel Benn threw his punches, he blocked and then he countered. Both hands up, he moved his head. In the first round, he kind of let Nigel Benn just get off all his punches. That's very nice right there. He's just letting Nigel Benn get off that, I call it like anxious energy, or that's just a style, but the energy he has in the first round. So he's just pushing him off, reset. Michael Watson knew when to put his hands up. He's using that jab, keep him away, using that jab. Very nice. Push him back, keeping them hands up high. Look how high Michael Watson has his hands. Now this is something you'll see a lot in the fight, which is Michael Watson keeping his hands up. He's letting Nigel Benn punch, and then he gets his counter off, and then he puts his hands back up, getting ready for when Nigel Benn attacks again. Nice jab. Nice counter. Not counter, nice defense. Coming in, Nigel Benn. Boom, block that shot. Think he comes back with a counter somewhere around here. Boom, nice jab. Nice jab. And he has his hands up high. Now Nigel Benn doesn't really jab, he just throws his hooks. He gets real low and comes in with that pressure. Michael Watson knows this, so what he's using in this fight is high defense. High guard defense. He's using his jab. He's pushing Nigel Benn off, and he's countering in between of Nigel Benn's punches. You'll see it more as the fight goes on. In the first round, fights are always a little bit shaky. There you go. That's it. That's what we're looking for right here. Watch Michael Watson's face. He's waiting for that punch. Counter, put his hands back up, and he's not just withstanding the storm of Nigel Benn, he's countering too. Nice shots. Let's watch those again. Look at Nigel Benn's shots. Boom, boom. Michael Watson is moving his upper body very well, his feet very well. He's keeping his hands up high. So he's not just laying on the ropes. What he's actually doing is moving with the punches, using his body. So here he throws the hook, he misses. Here, goes down, leans back, and moves. So he's not just a sitting duck with his hands up, he's actually moving his waist around. And this is pretty much how the first round goes. Like I said, this is my favorite fight study, one of my favorite fights study, as Michael Watson just dismantles Nigel Benn from the first round to the last round. Nice jabs. See that? Now this is something that I like about fighters like Watson is that they don't get greedy. They know when to punch and when to defend. Right? They don't just get greedy and start punching and then get caught. He's jabbing. He knows the punch is coming back. Defend it. See how high his hand is? He's not keeping his hand over here by his chin. He's covering his ear with it because Nigel Benn's punches come looping around. Bang. Look at that left hand of Michael Watson. Keeping that left hand high. So he's using his right hand kind of like the jabbing hand almost in this fight, or for now, where he's keeping it active. He's countering with it, but he's keeping that left hand glued to his face sometimes in case Nigel Benn throws that wild right hook. Nice counter with the hook. Put that hand back up. Beautiful. Watch that left hand. Beautiful work. So most people, what they do in this situation is they keep their right hand up and they keep their left hand down a little bit to counter and punch back. Not Michael Watson. What he's doing is keeping that left hand glued to his face, and he's using that right hand like the jab almost. See how he's moving? He's countering and he's keeping Nigel Benn back with that right hand. He's countering with it. He's keeping that left hand glued to his face, even though he's an orthodox fighter, which is pretty interesting. Jabs, moves, nice. The one time he does use his left hand in this situation, he makes some space, jabs, gets out of the way, boom, moves to a new spot. Nice jab, moves. Nice. There we go. So on the inside, he's keeping that left hand tight. On the outside, he's using it more of the jab. Nice. Nice. Beautiful. See how it's a back and forth between Michael Watson letting Nigel Benn get off and then him countering right after Nigel Benn throws his big shots. Nice. Perfect. Let's see that again. What I think Nigel Benn did wrong in this fight was he was too aggressive. He's too predictable with his aggressiveness. Now, being too aggressive is good sometimes against someone that's going to crumble. If someone's going to crumble, you just get really aggressive with them and then they fold. But someone like Michael Watson, after the second or third round, Nigel Benn should have relaxed a little bit, boxed a bit, moved around, let Michael Watson bring his guard down a bit, and then threw his power shots again. Let's see what Michael Watson does. So he jabs, misses, steps out, right hand, covers up. Easier said than done to box a fighter like Nigel Benn, but Michael Watson did it good in this fight. We're going to skip through all of this stuff. Round number 2. Let's see the records real quick. So Benn had 22 fights, 22 wins, 22 KOs. Wow. Michael Watson had 23. I think this loss was to Mike McCollum. I think so. So he had 23 fights, 21 wins, 17 KOs. Nice. I think Michael Watson learned a lot from his fight with Mike McCollum. I'll actually be doing a study video on that one too. I'll have to research that real quick if this is post McCollum fight, but I think it is. Now, same thing, Nigel Benn is coming out way too aggressive for his own good. This worked against guys like Iran Barkley when Nigel Benn fought him. But a guy like Michael Watson that's going to withstand the storm, you gotta play a game a little bit. You can't just come out super aggressive. Nice jabs. Michael Watson is keeping the hands up, moving. Now, you may say Michael Watson isn't aggressive enough, but that's where he brings on his aggressiveness later in the fight when Nigel Benn slows down and tires himself out. And he actually knocks him out with a jab out of all punches. Look at the concentration on Michael Watson's face. He's not falling asleep behind the wheel, as I call it. He's staying focused. He's watching every move of Nigel Benn's, and he's planning accordingly. Nice short right hand. So something I want to highlight about Michael Watson keeping his left hand up and using his right hand. So if you're in a house and you have 2 doors and 2 of them are unlocked, and you know you have someone that's trying to break into your house, and it's only you in the house, right? Then you have to focus on watching both doors, and you can't really plan any counterattack to the person trying to break into your house, okay? What Michael Watson does here is he locks one of those doors. So by putting his left hand up high and keeping it close, he knows that door is closed, so he doesn't have to watch too much for Benn's right hand, even though it's still dangerous, but he has that door locked and he can focus on moving his right hand. So he's taking away one of Nigel Benn's hands. So instead of using both hands to counter, he's locking one door, which is the left side of his body. He's taking away the right hand of Nigel Benn, and he can focus more and work with the left hand of Nigel Benn and work with his right hand. Hope that helps a little bit with the analogy. Nice left hook. He's keeping that left hand tight until he really sees an opening for it. Bang. Brings it back up. Bang. He knows what's going to happen. When he throws a left, Michael Watson knows when he lands a left hook, Nigel Benn is so aggressive. He wants to get him back so bad that he's just going to throw a wild right hand and covers up for it. Bang. Pushes him back and controls the distance. Nice right hook. This is one of the best performances I think I've ever watched of a boxer controlling and taking down an aggressive fighter. This is one of my favorite fights to watch over and over again. Because every time you watch a fight like this, you learn so much. If you're both a fighter, you learn what not to do, and if you're a boxer, you learn what to do. Nice movement. Nice right uppercut. Nice jab. Boom. Nice body shot. So it's that one again. Blocks. Boom. Nice body shot. Keeps it moving. Beautiful work. Nice jab. Let's watch that again. I think he pushes him off. Pushes him off, pop the jab, cover up again. Or another jab, then he covers up. Oh, and 3 jabs. Covers up again. Body work. Michael Watson is doing a great job of mixing up his punches. He's countering with the right hand. He's countering with the left hand sometimes. He's going to the body. He's jabbing. He's throwing the right uppercut. He's throwing the left hook. Very nice. He's throwing every punch. Nice block. Beautiful work. Beautiful. And slowly but surely as the fight goes on, if I remember correctly, Michael Watson starts separating more and more, creating more distance between him and Nigel Benn, which lets him get off his own long punches. For now, he's stuck to the jab, short right hands and hooks and uppercuts, because Nigel Benn is just closing the distance so much. Here he gets caught. Let's see what happens when he gets caught and why he gets caught. So, oh yeah, this is a point that I wanted to bring up that's really important. When Nigel Benn was throwing, he was either throwing when Watson was closed up, right? And then after Nigel Benn would throw, Watson would come and throw his own punches. The best punches that Nigel Benn landed was actually punching with Michael Watson. So when Michael Watson actually threw his punch, let's see, I think over here, he throws, right there, he throws a punch. So when Michael Watson throws that left hook, Nigel Benn threw with him, and that's actually when he landed his best shots in this fight. Damn, those shoulders are crazy. And I think here, yeah, bang. This is what Nigel Benn should have done more of. He should have faked more. So he should have faked the punch, waited for Michael Watson to open up, and then actually threw his punches. And he should have punched with Michael Watson. Boom, boom. Let's see that again. This is the best punches that, or the best situations that Nigel Benn landed his punches in. Bang. And then Michael Watson covers up again. You see the effectiveness, the different effect of how effective the Nigel Benn's punches are when he punches with Michael Watson versus when he punches while Michael Watson is not throwing punches. So here, Nigel Benn trades with him. He lands that left hook, lands that big right hand. Look how effective this is. Now watch all of this. He doesn't land another effective punch because he's only throwing when Watson is covered up. This is what I mean by being too aggressive for your own good, especially against the wrong guy. See how Michael Watson is keeping that left side closed? Now this is a really nice part where Michael Watson, this is an old school trick to take away the right hand of someone. So here Michael Watson, he has the storage covered. He knows his hand's almost on the other side of his head. It's so high up. So he knows he's solid on this side. And now the only other punch that Nigel Benn has, or his only other hand, is the left. So he's putting his glove on the left hand, controlling it. Now he steps back out of range. He throws inside of Nigel Benn's wild hook. Now when Nigel Benn comes back with that right hand, he sticks, Michael Watson puts his hand on his head and he hides his chin behind his shoulder. He gets caught a little bit, but it's not a devastating punch, and the fight goes on. That's round number 2. Let's see round number 3. Now Michael Watson, if you saw the beginning of the fight versus the beginning of round 3, you'll see how now he has more space to jab and actually throw his punches. Even though Nigel Benn keeps coming forward, Michael Watson has some more space. Nice punt. This is one of my favorite parts of the fight too. Michael Watson throws his jab. Nigel Benn counters, but Michael Watson covers up. And then he goes back with the punch, covers up again. I'm not sure if that punch landed though. Like I said, the best time for Nigel Benn to land his punches is to punch with Michael Watson, but he was being the aggressor way too much. He was always punching first, letting Michael Watson know when his punches were coming. He should have faked and punched while Michael Watson was countering. I think he could have hurt him seriously or knocked him out. Nice, beautiful. Let's see that again. Inside. Boom. Bang. Cover back up. Don't get too greedy. If you're getting counters against an aggressive guy, get your counters and cover up again. And keep working like that till you break them down. But don't get too greedy trying to land your own punches, because they might catch you. Nice, 1-2. This is when Michael Watson starts throwing some long distance shots. He's worked hard to create this distance for himself from Nigel Benn. See, that's another time that Nigel Benn threw with Michael Watson, and I think he caught him here. Let's see it again. Boom. Boom, that's it. Did that land? I think that landed, yeah. See? Michael Watson throws his hook. Nigel Benn throws that right hook, and he catches him. Throws that left hand. This is what Nigel Benn should have been doing more of. By now, Michael Watson covers up, and his chances are gone. So if I was in Nigel Benn's corner, I would tell him fake more, don't be too aggressive. Wait for Michael Watson to open up and then punch with him. Don't always punch first, because if you're always the aggressive person and you're scary and your name is a Dark Destroyer, Michael Watson isn't going to want to sit there and trade with you often, right? You're a dangerous guy. It's going to make Michael Watson cover up more, and it's going to take away your openings. As a big, scary, angry guy like Nigel Benn is supposed to be in this fight, he should have came off with the jab, which he didn't jab a lot. He should have faked more. He should have let Michael Watson lead sometimes. He should have toned down his aggressiveness to get Michael Watson to open up to him, and then he should have taken advantage of him, instead of just always being the scary guy and aggressive guy coming forward. Nice jabs. As the fight goes on, Michael Watson creates more and more distance between him and Benn. By the way, sorry if there's any outside noises. I think there's construction going on outside. And he covers up. Fantastic game plan by Michael Watson. Nice jab. If you can see, like, Nigel Benn's punches is a right hook, left hook. Just big, aggressive punches. One thing I do like about Nigel Benn is that he bends his legs a lot, which a lot of fighters now don't do. He gets really low. As an aggressive fighter, you got to get low. I think here Michael Watson got a nice counter. Right hook, bang. Let's watch that again. Bang, nice sweeping hook. Nice, and he gets out of danger. Jabbing. Covering you up. Working on the inside now. Now Michael Watson gets bolder and bolder as the fight goes on. Nice jab. Nice jab. Keep him away from you. Nice jab. Moving. And he starts fighting in different areas. He starts jabbing on the outside, fighting on the inside. Jabbing on the outside, fighting on the inside. Very good. Nice. Fight him on the inside. Step back. Now Nigel Benn is reaching. Nice. And then counter him again after he reaches and misses. And the round is over. Someone asked me what would I think that Nigel Benn versus Mike McCollum, how would that result be? I think Mike McCollum would win because he had a good chin, but Mike McCollum, he might have been a little bit more aggressive than Michael Watson. He might have punched first, and Nigel Benn might have punched with him and caught him, but I think Michael Watson still wins the fight. Michael Watson had trouble with guys that moved a lot, and Nigel Benn didn't really move. So I think Mike McCollum would have won against Nigel Benn. He would have picked him apart like this. Nice jab. But you never know with Nigel Benn because he swings for the fences. Nice jab. Nice double jab. He gives you one, you give him two. Especially later on the fight, when the other guy is getting more tired. He gives you one punch, one jab, trying to keep you away, trying to get on the inside. You come back with two. He gives you one, you give him two. There you go. And he gave him one back. Nice count. Let's get past all this boring stuff. See that left hand? And Michael Watson is doing a really good job between going high guard. This is my third favorite part of the fight. So Michael Watson does the high guard. Now he wants to create space with Nigel Benn. He puts that left hand down. Puts his shoulder on Nigel Benn's head. On his chest, pushes him away. Now he makes space for his own punches, okay? This is what you call a smart attack. Look, he's closed off, hands up, puts that arm down, push, push, bang, bang. Let's watch that full speed. Hands up, lets him attack, Drops that hand, push, push, bang, bang, covers up again. Leans back, gets him. Perfect, perfect. See, now this is when Michael Watson gets bolder and bolder and starts attacking. Now, Michael Watson is throwing. He's getting a little bit greedy. He's trying to knock out Nigel Benn. Nigel Benn swings. He swings a punch around here. Michael Watson gets smart. He moves back out of range, puts his hands up, lets Nigel Benn attack. His attack is invalid because Michael Watson is ready for the attack and he's countering on the ropes. So, very smart move by Michael Watson not to stay attacking, to move back and then counter. Nice work. Nice counters. Beautiful. Beautiful jabs. Nice. Nice. See how the distance has changed from the first round to this round? Very good. He keeps those hands up. Nice counter. Counter. Boom, boom. Boom. Now he's getting aggressive. Now he wants to fight. At this point, Nigel Benn is pretty tired. He punched himself out for 2-3 rounds. That was a nice hook. So this is what getting too greedy means. Before this round, Michael Watson was being smart. He punched in between of Nigel Benn's attack and he didn't over-punch himself. He didn't over-punch. But now he thinks he can knock him out and he's getting a little antsy trying to attack Nigel Benn. And this is what I mean when Nigel Benn should have threw when Michael Watson was punching. Look at that. Boom. Nigel Benn maybe landed 10 clean punches or less, and every time he landed those, he really shook up Michael Watson. It was a clear hit. He could have done so much more of these if he just wasn't so aggressive. See, look, Michael Watson got caught with one hook, and he knows right away to cover up. Nice. Nice counter. It's not good to be over-aggressive. It's not good to be overly passive. You always have to have a good balance of both. I guess that's what makes entertaining fights. See right there again. Michael Watson threw a body shot, I believe. Boom. He landed, but Nigel Benn comes back with the right hook and he lands it. Every time Nigel Benn catches Michael Watson, he reminds him to keep his hands up, basically. It's like he's his coach. Nice uppercut. Comes back. Nothing. It's too predictable. Now, this game plan is easier said than done. Nice, there he catches him again. It's easy to tell a fighter to counter and cover up, but that's why I give Michael Watson a lot of props in this fight because it's still hard to do. Right hook, pushes him back. See, he's not ready for the punch. Let's see that again. Right hook, pushes Nigel Benn back. Nigel Benn swings with the hook, comes in. But the most punches in a row that Nigel Benn gets in this fight, I think, is two clean punches, and then Michael Watson puts his hands back up, and then he doesn't continue his momentum because he's punching too hard, too aggressive. Nice. What round is this? Round number 5. Now Michael Watson is starting to be the more aggressive guy. He's jabbing more. Nice. Catches him again while Michael Watson is punching. Jab. Boom. Boom. Nice punches. I gotta give props to Nigel Benn for coming forward for this long. A lot of guys would have just quit. or would have slowed down. He hasn't really slowed down. He's still trying to move in. Nice hook. Bang. Nice counter. Counter, cover up. Counter, cover up. Nice. I gotta watch that again. Boom. Cover up. Nothing comes back at him. See the difference between the beginning of the fight? So here, Michael Watson, bang, bang. Now, if this was the first round, Nigel Benn would have instantly threw right back at Michael Watson after Michael Watson threw those two punches. So, bang, bang. This is when Ben would have attacked, but instead he takes a step back, a couple steps back. Michael Watson's like, oh, okay, I'll throw some more punches. Bang. Now Nigel Benn is on the retreat. Let's watch that full speed. Bang, bang, bang. Now I could see who's winning the fight and who's giving up, which is Nigel Benn. He's just backing up now. He's really tired now. Now he tries one last hurrah. Doesn't work for him. Now this is when Michael Watson really puts the gas on him. He's trying to catch Michael Watson, but he's just too burnt out at this stage of the fight. His power and his speed. His speed is maybe still there, but his power is not. And he's a lot less dangerous now. Oh, nice. No, I spoke too soon. This was another really good part of Nigel Benn's fight with Michael Watson. Is Michael Watson had both hands up, and Nigel Benn. Let's go back here. So, Michael Watson had both hands up all the time, not here, but he had his left hand here. And what Nigel Benn did was he would punch hooks around and overhands, but he never really threw uppercuts. In this round, he actually did throw some uppercuts, which is right there. Now this, if Nigel Benn threw more right uppercuts or left uppercuts earlier in the fight, he would have gave Michael Watson a lot of problems, and Michael Watson wouldn't have been able to defend like he did. If you watch Mike McCollum versus Michael Watson, Mike McCollum throws a lot of right uppercuts to the body and to the chin, and it gives Michael Watson a lot of problems. So that's one punch that Nigel Benn didn't throw enough of, which is the right uppercut especially. Left uppercut too, but he should have thrown the right uppercut in between the guard. He throws a couple more in this fight, in this round. Right hook. See? The hooks are easy to block because they're so wide, they're so easy to see. Even if they land, you see them coming. Bang. You see them coming. See? That one uppercut, he's about to throw another one. Those two uppercuts he threw were better than those 10 or whatever punches he just threw right now. Bang. See how much trouble? Nice. Nice. Michael Watson throws his own right uppercut. Right uppercuts against someone with a high guard like Michael Watson right here. Throw that right uppercut on the inside. Now I think this is where the fight. Yeah. Bang. Oh, he's done. Now he's gonna get him. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I don't think the fight ends here, though. I think maybe. Nice right uppercut. Yeah, this round ends. I think it's the next round. So Nigel Benn, if I'm Nigel Benn in his corner, be less aggressive, feint more, let Michael Watson punch first sometimes. When you get on the inside, right uppercuts. Right uppercuts, then throw the hooks. When you throw the hooks first against a guy with this type of guard, his hands are up. He doesn't have to move a lot. Okay? Throw the uppercut on the inside, get one of the hands to drop or both hands to drop, and then throw the hook or the left hook, and then you'll actually catch him, and then you'll gain momentum. Nice right uppercut by Michael Watson. Nice. See, that's what Nigel Benn should have been doing. This is what Nigel Benn should have been doing. No, he threw the uppercut before this. See right there. This is Michael Watson is doing what I think Nigel Benn should have done on the inside, which is right uppercut, bang, bang, and then the hook. But he should have thrown it quicker. He put too much time in between. Nice right here. Nice jabs. I'm not sure what happened here. I think, let's watch that again. I think he got caught in the eye or something. Ooh, I think that might have been an elbow. Because he's calm. I think that might have been an elbow from Michael Watson. That might have been an elbow by accident. Nice comeback. Switches him back on the ropes. Very super predictable now. And his sting is gone from his punches at this point of the fight. That's it for him. I think a jab does it. Is it jab that does it? Bang. Jab. Jab again. He's out of it. And that's it for the fight. So things to keep in mind, or a recap. If you're Michael Watson, I think that was a good game plan of his. What he did in this fight, cover up, punch, cover up, punch. Nigel Benn, I think the Dark Destroyer should have been less aggressive at times to let Michael Watson open up to him. He should have punched more while Michael Watson was punching. And he should have thrown the uppercuts more on the inside. I think that's the three things that if Nigel Benn did in this fight, he would have gave Michael Watson a lot more trouble. But I think people thought that Nigel Benn was just going to knock out Michael Watson in this fight. So that's why Michael Watson is celebrating so much. I'm just going to do a quick... Never mind. Okay, so thank you for watching again. This is another film study with Muhammad from Indian Boxing. My videos are slowly getting better. I'm trying to become better with this technology. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you have any comments about the fight or about how I'm making these videos, please let me know. I'll take into consideration for the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.